by any means. I think it should go into Game 5 like we've seen so many times, but I want to give this one to Market Aces.
All right, well, I think it's about time. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the best Rocket League teams and players in the world. Are you ready for Flipside versus Market Aces?
It's okay.
The crowd sounds ready. I wonder if our commentators are ready. We have Wave, Punk, and Leaf standing by.
I think we're ready. I think we're ready for this one.
I am most certainly ready.
Flipside versus Mocket. We got a divided desk. Gibbs thinks it's Flipside. Carpet thinks it's Mocket. What are you thinking?
This is one that I really don't want to try to predict. This is a really insane matchup, and you had one earlier too. And I don't know if we're ready for this. This is going to be incredible. I mean, I have a million points on both sides why either one of these teams is going to win this. I mean, you saw Marky giving that interview before. Like he's, they're aware that the nerves were an issue, but they're seeming a lot more confident now. And then, I mean, the other guys. I mean, talking to Panda afterwards, he seems stoked about that win before.
Yep.
Like they are just ready to go. Both these teams, I think, are in a really good spot mentally.
Dude, and the momentum factor right now on the side of Mocket Aces coming off of that win, that 5-game reverse sweep in overtime. What a ridiculous match that was. Let's see what they were able to do against the #1 team from Europe, Flipside. You got Flipside in the blue, Mocket Aces in the orange. Let's get this one underway. Game number 1 started with an early Flipside offensive, and now Mocket Aces has an opportunity to score. Greasy will set that one high, but Devo reading it, puts it onto the backboard, uncontested. Cookster comes out and misses, but Violent Panda also does not make contact. Pashy takes a shot, and Greasy will be able to save it, block it away. Decent offensive right now from Mocket, but the defense from Flipside holding on.
I mean, we got to hope the Flipside is not getting nervous again. I mean, a little bit sloppy at the beginning, but I think they'll be able to pull it together.
Oh, what a drop! Pashy's able to get the angle he needs, and that's first blood to Mocket.
Maybe, but look at that touch. Just getting the soft side. Pashy get up so quick, and a soft little touch to drop that in. Look at the placement.
It was just like a rocket ship, just like straight up.
Yeah, I'm going to Mars before Elon.
Just puts it straight in. 4:24 left to go, and Mocket is already on the board. Cookster picks up ball, control in the midfield, pops it over the top of Pashy, puts it onto the backboard, but Devo will put it back. Man, all 3 Mocket players, or Flipside players rather, right there, grouped up together. No spacing at all, but they're able to pressure it through, get it in, and Cookster ties the game.
Look at that quick answer. Cookster just finds that spot to carry it over the last defender. They got a little bit sloppy. Pashy didn't really have a lot of time to deal with it there, and Cooks just gets up so quick to put that one over top.
And Devo didn't really give them much of a clear to deal with, and Cookster's like, I'll just take that. Thank you very much. Tie game, 4:09 left to go. Pashy sends it into the corner. Greasy picks it up. Kind of a fake kickoff situation. They shoot towards the goal. Can Cookster finish it off? The double tap off the post, and it's 2-1 Flipside.
Well, I think Cooks is all warmed up now. I mean, look at that. Just a beautiful passing play there. Cooks follows up his own and finds, look at that. There's the tiniest hole to put that through all 3 defenders, and he finds it.
Flipside immediately responds to the early goal from Mocket and take the lead back with 2 of their own. Neutral kickoff. Marky picks it up, gets it past 2. Pashy, last line of defense, sends it into the corner. He's got Marky in goal with him, and Greasy and Cooks are now coming, breathing down the barrel. Not able to get it through just yet, but Marky gets it through that front line. Lucky for Mocket, the shot was just a bit wide, or they'd be down by 2. Pashy gets that one over the top of 2 players. Marky's able to put it back over to the side. Will continue on from his own touch. Rolls it up off the backboard. Violent Panda now with the clear. Looking to equalize. Marky in the air will pass down to Cookster, who puts it back towards Marky and also on target. Devo's able to make the save. Now Mocket looking for an opportunity. 3:21 left to go. Marky Duda puts it in. 2 Mocket players in the corner. Not a good situation.
I guarantee Marky didn't know no one was there, and he assumed they were. Great placement from him, but where is the defense?
Violent Panda got bumped by Devo.
Devo is actually, I'm watching him, he's having a difficult time finding his way into the rotation with his team right now. The second he almost did, he got demoed before it too.
Then they gotta just kind of take a breather, just mace it back out, reset.
You're absolutely right.
You know that they can do this. Let's see how they reset after this kickoff. Cookster will set that one up and onto the wall. Look to follow his own touch. Marky Dudog gets demoed in the midfield, but Greasy's gonna take the shot. Pashy can't quite get there. 4-1 Flipside.
And they talked about those nerves being gone, and I think they're absolutely right at this point. Cox is, look at that beautiful pass to Greasy. He's so fast, that defender has no chance at saving that one.
Greasy Meister finishes that one off, and it's a 3-goal game now in favor of Flipside. It looked like early on like Mach.it was going to be able to just keep their momentum going. And here's an opportunity from Devo. 2:57 left to go. We're not across halftime. There's still plenty of time to work with, but 4 unanswered goals right now from Flipside doesn't give me that much confidence.
No, you're right. I mean, again, it came down to the team has to really find the rotations properly. Devo looks like he's finally in the right spot, and this could be the turnaround from Mach.it.
Finally, Panda puts it out to midfield, bumps it off of Cookser, crosses the field laterally. Another 50-50, very neutral. Greasy looks to send this one towards the net, but Devo will clear it away and move upfield off of his own touch. Now Marky, following this one along, drops it to Pashy up towards Devo. Pops it high, and Violent Panda takes to the air. It's a nice touch to send it towards the backboard, but Cookser reads it well, sends it straight back to midfield. Devo drops it for Pashy, who gets it past Greasy Meister. It's just Cookser in the back right now. He'll play it away and let Marky rotate underneath him. Now Violent Panda onto the backboard. Devo gets it past the front line. Greasy's there. 50-50. Works out more in favor of Flipside as it'll move back to midfield. Right now, Flipside sitting comfortable with their lead, playing some defense. Nothing they can't handle just yet. Marky falls on that one. An excellent save, but it's not enough as Pashy gets the pressure in. That's 2 goals for Mach.it.
I mean, I ain't even mad. Like, that was an incredible stop. You know they're not stopping another attack there. Yeah. Greasy just was not in a good spot after that save. But, I mean, you're right. They're looking comfortable. They have a lead. They know they can kind of mess around a bit, try to just disrupt Mach.it's pace, and that's what they're probably going to try to do.
Marky actually bumped Greasy out of net in the attempt to get that second save. It's like, get out of here. This is mine. Cookser will send that one towards the net. Pashy picks that one up. Nice dribbling. Clear that one away. Greasy will keep that one on the ground. Devo watches it as it rolls up the wall. He'll play it off. Cookser's right there to put it onto the backboard. Draws Pashy up and clears it to the side. Violent Panda will follow on the ground, and now he's on the backboard. The Spider-Man cleared out to midfield. Cookser will send it back. Cookser again looking for the angle. Pashy pops it high past Marky. An excellent play by Pashy, keeping this lead to just 2.
Good patience from Panda, too. I mean, a lot of times teams will just rush to get that save. They're like, that's going in. Panda waited. He trusted that Pashy would stop it.
He had some more patience there, but Marky was still able to get it past him. Pashy sets that one high, draws out 2, but Cookser with the solid clear over the top of Devo. Mach.it will have to fall back. Final minute of gameplay, still down by 2. Valiant effort here in the latter half of the game by Mach.it trying to cut down on this lead. But so far, they've only knocked the deficit to 2. With each waning second, it becomes more difficult to come back into it. Pashy now in the air with Devo. They'll pinch that one back down to midfield. So far, it seems to be just kind of business as usual for Flipside. They let that early goal in, and then they just put 4 away and slowed the pace down. We'll move this one up. Marky over the top of Pashy. Cookser will put it on the backboard. Greasy's in the air. Violent misses as well, and that'll be 5-2.
That was incredible setup from Flipside. They just had so much confidence going down onto the attacker. Cox, what a pass off the backboard. And it just 1-2 punch. Easy for Flipside.
It's especially easy when all the defenders are missing.
I mean, there's that
There was
too.
many missed touches, but like you said, an excellent setup, great team play. Simple, just kind of textbook play for Flipside. And right now, Mach.it, a team that we know can play very, very quickly, very aggressively. We saw lots of demos in their series against Orbit that gave them the win. They're able to kind of pick up their aggression here a bit in this series. They might be able to take the series, but right now it looks like Flipside's going to try and finish one off. No, Devo will send it over the side. They'll most likely let this one touch, please. Yes, the game is over. There's no difference.
It's all about buffing those stats,
It's just pride at this point. Can they get the last one in? So close. Violent Panda misses. Flipside taking game number 1.
I mean, honestly, Mach.it is looking sloppy right now. They started, again, with Devo having trouble finding his way into the rotations. And once he finally got there. So when it comes to passing, it's one thing to look out for passes, and it's another thing to look for passes to your teammates. They aren't looking to pass to each other. They're just hitting the ball. The teammates are following up on the passes and making them passes, but they're not looking for each other. And I think that's an issue with their flow right now, is Mach.it doesn't have a flow. They're kind of going with every single second as an instance of its own, and they're not looking ahead. And Flipside's able to just walk around them and say, well, eventually you're going to give this ball to us. We're going to set up a beautiful play and put it in the net. And Maka really has to figure that out for game number 2.
Yeah, it was a very, very high shooting game with 10 shots coming from Maka and 15 from Flipside, 25 shots total in that game there. And a big part of it, I think, for Maka was just inaccuracy hurting them. Again, we saw that in the earlier series against Orbit. It was something we also saw coming out of Northern Gaming a bit, where they had opportunities to win against Precision Z and just were not able to put the ball straight in. You saw right there at the end when Violent Panda, the shot, which it wasn't as important. Maybe he wasn't taking his time with the shot, was just for the fun of it. But still, it bounced off the post. Not what you want to be seeing from these players.
Well, no, and honestly, I think it can really come down to the nerves. A lot of these players are probably a lot more antsy than they normally are when they're at home in a comfortable setting, right? So they're probably just like, I gotta get the shot now, when they probably have a little bit more time than they think they do.
Game number 2 set to go on DFH Stormy. And Mocket will be looking to tie up the series so they can get a win against Flipside here. Markey, his touch will bounce over to Cookser. Devo now will set this one high and off the backboard. A good interruption there by Cookser. Make it difficult for Pashy to shoot, but he's still got the ball on the backboard again. And now have to fall back as Markey just kept that one grounded. Violent Panda very aggressively positioned, found themselves having to move back on to defense. Now Greasy will set that one up high. Cookser backflips on the ground. That gives Violent Panda some space to work with. They'll be able to play it over the top of Greasy, who needs to leave it for Markey. Cookser will come up from the back, set it high. Markey looking for an opportunity. Devo's there first. He's got it onto the backboard. A decent opportunity as Pashy is in the air, keeps it in a competitive place. But Markey Duda sends it over to the side before Violent Panda can finish it off. 4:09 left to go. First minute, pretty quiet here in game 2.
Well, Mocket's doing the right thing. They know they have to get that early aggression on and try to get the first goal to put the momentum in their favor. They're doing exactly that. They just have to make sure they don't put too many people up on the aggression.
Violent Panda up to Devo, looking for an opportunity to put it in. Cookser will now pass to Greasy. Same sort of play, but this time for Flipside, working out much more beautifully as Cookser puts it off the side post. Devo will patiently put it over and away. Bit of inaccuracy on Flipside this time, keeping us at 0-0.
Yeah, Mocket getting a bit of a lucky break there, and I'm sure they're going to try to capitalize if they can get possession, but they're just not holding on to it long enough.
Oh, Cookser was not able to touch that one. Almost had the angle he needed, and this long shot from Devo. We've seen him do this before. That's Mocket on the board first.
Just easily, look at just a little bit of a stroll up. Hey, I'm just going to hit this.
Yep.
Right on target, and that last defender cannot get to it. The power, the precision, full field.
Yeah, Markey hits from his own box, and Devo recognized that Markey was up in the midfield and was not going to have the opportunity to block this one and just takes the long shot. Works out for him. Mocket here up by 1 in game number 2. Though they scored first blood in game number 1 as well and then ended up losing 5-2. So they're going to need to put a bit more together. They want to be able to take a lead over Flipside. Let's hold on to this one here. Devo gets a pass 2, takes the shot, puts it away from Cookser. Excellent play, 2-0 for Mocket.
Devo just wants to put my words in my mouth now. He's like, Leaf, I heard you last time. He is going off now. Look at the plays when he knows that last defender can't get to the far side. He's like, well, I'm just going to put it over here then.
An excellent play. Usually we talk about wanting to put the ball like behind the incoming defender, but in that situation when you know he can't reach it, perfect situation to put it just far side. 2-0 Mocket, 3:04 left to go. If they can hold on, we'll have 1 win apiece in this series. Violent Panda shoots it past, winning that 50-50. Mocket's looking good.
Yeah, Mocket's off to a good start, and I said at the beginning, they probably want to start that aggression hard, and they definitely talked in between this, and they have figured it out. They are working well together now. Even with individual plays, there's goals in the net.
3 minutes left to go. Flipside has yet to score in game number 2. Ball drops down and Devo plays that one through 3 players. It's an open net, just goes straight in. What? That's a hat trick for Devo.
In all honesty, we've seen Flipside do this in game number 2 before in an earlier series, right? So they could very well come back, but this is just sloppy for Flipside.
There were all 3 of them stacked up on the corner.
At midfield. What are you doing?
You know, didn't they do this against Reunited as well? Like, just blatantly drop game 2? Is this a thing they do now?
They
just to lull their opponents into a false sense of security. Let's just lose game 2 really hard, and they'll be like, oh, we got this, and then they just pound them into the dirt in the next 3.
Build up their hopes and then crush their
Something
dreams.
like that. I don't know. It might be. It's almost become a pattern at this point. So Markey passes up to Cookser. Puts it high. Greasy looks for an opportunity to put it in, puts it on the backboard, drops it down at a nice angle. Devo, Violent Panda, and Pashy all in that corner. Pashy will hightail it out of there and get back into net. Look to block this one as Greasy misses. And Devo now out across. Greasy will back pass onto his own backboard. Marky and Cookser both go for it, and Valiant Panda will try to punish. Couldn't get the angle or the speed onto the ball, but with 2:08 left to go, they're at a really comfortable lead.
Yeah, I mean, this is really hard. I mean, Flipside's giving a lot of confidence to Mocket right now going into the game after this. And you don't want to give that to your opponent at all.
Oh, Cookser almost at the backflip goal. He still has an opportunity. They bump him. Greasy will finish it off. 1-4, Flipside's on the board.
Good awareness from Cooks to get that backflip, though, and just stay there.
Yeah.
Fortunately for him, it didn't go in the first time, and he was a little off for the second one. Thankfully, Greasy is so quick, and he just gets there in time to put it in.
1:53 left to go in game number 2. Flipside needing 3 to force overtime, 4 to take the lead. Marky will set that one up high. Greasy looks to follow it, shoots towards the net. Violent Panda clears it away off the crossbar. Devo gets it past 2 players. It's just Cookser in the back right now. Actually, Marky coming up from the back. Now Pashy looks to play it through. Violent Panda in the air. Marky Doodah wins the 50-50. Devo has to play kind of some loose ball there just to get it away. Now he looks to air carry this one past. Marky Doodah able to pick that one up as Devo lost control, and Greasy will now pick it up off the drop. Nice shot from Marky, blocked away by Pashy. 1:17 left to go. Pashy's gotten it past 2. Greasy Meister, is he able to get in the way? He's not. No. Misses that ball, and Violent Panda takes the shot. 5-1 for Mocket.
I think Greasy got up a little bit early expecting a quick shot, but look at the patience from Panda. He's like, no, I'm just going to wait for you to miss and put it in. Incredible play. I mean, Mocket is starting to play really patient. Even before, Pashy waited for that 1-2 from Flipside and got an easy save out of it.
Well, there was like an uncharacteristic miss from Greasy coming off the wall. He easily could have cleared that one, but he misses it, leaves it right there.
Pashy.
Violent Panda and Pashy able to finish that one off. Cookser just trying to just get there at the last possible second. Final minute of gameplay, down by 4, and it feels like it's already over for game number 2. So Mocket will most likely tie this series up at a game apiece. Devo over to Violent Panda. All 3 players in the corner right now. Violent Panda needs to carry this one away from his goal. He back passes to Devo, an excellent play. They'll be able to transition onto offense. And Flipside, needing just to kind of, if they cleaned up the mistakes they were making, I don't think we nearly have the same sort of score margin.
Honestly, they just need a reset. They need to go into game number 3 with a real reset. Like, they know this one's over at this point. A goal for momentum, but just a clear mind is really going to help them.
Cookser wraps that one around the top. Marky misses the ball off the wall. Greasy will pass up to Marky and Violent Panda and Devo all in the corner. 4 players in that corner right now. Pashy will be able to push it away. Both teams know this one's over, and it's just going to play to the end of regulation. Pashy takes a shot towards the net. They want to get one more in. If they could have gotten 2 more in, they could have gotten a Brazil possibly, which would have been a nice thing to say. Not many teams can say they've Braziled Flipside ever.
Especially in the RLCS final.
Yeah, right.
Right. But yeah, there it is. Mocket evening up the series. We now have a tied series. And they just went off. We saw them right from the beginning, early aggression. I think it was just Flipside. I really don't think it was the nerves this time. I think they just really got caught off guard from how much of a change that Mocket threw at them in game number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was just a much different game for Mocket, and Flipside's going to have to readjust to that.
Well, an interesting situation here where they only had 6 shots from Mocket to 10 on Flipside. They still had more ball control, still had more offensive opportunities, yet were only able to put 1 of them in here, as Mocket is able to be very, very efficient on offense on getting 5 goals out of 6 shots.
Well, it seems like accuracy might be their problem. I mean, we saw them suffer from that actually in league play as well. Is Flipside gets a lot of shots. They get a lot of chances to score. They just don't score. I mean, I honestly would like to see a lot more from Cooks. When he's in the right spot, he gets those chances. You remember with that backflip, the kick flip just off the crossbar. Put him in those situations, and he's probably going to get the ball in at least a decent spot for someone else to score. So I really would like to see them utilize Cooks a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. And also, you got to figure out a way to shut down Devo at this point. Those long shots, the breakaway goals that we saw from Devo, he was 3 for 3. That's exactly what gave them the win here. They have to figure out a way to deal with Devo right now because he is on point. While everyone else is dealing with some inaccuracy, not him.
No, you're absolutely right. Well, we'll see if Flipside can kind of get it together on the accuracy side of things. Again, as I said, utilize Cooks a bit more because I really don't think Mocket is going to let off on this aggression. But it's up to Flipside now to show Mocket, okay, we're ready to match your game.
Devo almost passes that one off the wall. Now Violent Panda moving up. Devo just keeps that one high, passes to Violent Panda again. Marky Doodah will play this one down. Cookser moves out of net, misses the net, misses the ball. Luckily for them, Pashy's shot was just a bit wide. Mocket has scored first In both games 1 and 2, they look to do it again here in game 3 as Devo plays that one back into the box. Marky clears it away. And here comes Greasy and Cookser right up on top of each other. Not a sort of situation you usually see from Flipside. They're very, very good about not overcommitting. But now Pashy trying to move through. Violent Panda will shoot towards the net. Cookser and Greasy again, both up for the same ball. Cookser does get the save, but you don't want to see those sorts of situations. Cookser will block this one away, and Greasy now moves out, shoots that one up towards midfield. Violent Panda shutting it down. Mocket meeting them at the midfield, not even allowing this ball to break out into their half.
Well, you can tell they're getting comfortable now. Pashy on his rotation out, just went for a demo on Cooks. He barely avoided it, but that's what we know Pashy to do. It means he's comfortable now.
Greasy Meister able to finally break that one into orange territory, and Devo looks just to pick this one up and dribble it around. Actually waits, kind of fakes out Marky for a bit, lets his teammates get back into goal, and here comes Devo, the long shots again. He'll finish this one off. No, he puts it high. There was, maybe he didn't think someone, maybe he thought someone was home or something, but that was an open net. He should have had that one. Violent Panda looking to try and finish it off here, but still doesn't get it.
I think he thought he had a little bit more time, and I think he might have been out of boost.
That might have been, it might have been. An uncharacteristic miss there. Devo does not get Mocket their first goal. Greasy misses that one in the midfield. Cookser plays it over the side. Pashy is going to be in the air, but Cookser meets it before Pashy's intercept. And Devo now plays that one, just lobs it over the top of Cookser. Marky goes for the 50-50, but Pashy will push this one back, and Greasy puts it into the corner. Now Marky and Greasy, same place on the map. Violent's able to get it past him. Pashy puts it onto the backboard. No one there to stop it. Devo gets it up again. Violent Panda will be rotating around. He's lurking into midfield. He'll move up now. Get it past Greasy and Marky and Cookser. If only one Mocket player had been in a position to finish that one off. Many opportunities right now for Mocket to take the lead. They've just not been able to capitalize, and now Flipside's looking for their first goal.
Well, again, Flipside's starting to look a lot more spread out. They're watching each other just like that. They're getting the passes to each other, and it's hard for Mocket to now find those scoring opportunities when they're trying to stop Flipside's scoring opportunities.
Greasy Meister in the corner. Look to play this one away from his own net. What a play there. Very gutsy play, but about the only option he had. Violent and Pashy right there knocking on his door. Plays it straight past both of them, and he's got Flipside back up on offense. Devo can't play it through Cookser, but Violent Panda will pick it up off of the win. Now he's looking to 1v1. Marky here, he does it, gets it in. Mocket continues to get the first goal.
Dare I say it, the dirty dangles. Now what a pass from Devo, and Panda just running around all the defense. Beautiful, beautiful.
So brilliant to watch the solo dribble plays. Violent Panda able to put that one in. Now Mocket up by 1. But definitely the latest scored first goal we've seen from this series.
You're right, they've all been pretty quick.
Yeah, this one they're definitely taking their time. And to be fair, they've had 2 opportunities already that they missed. What's been surprising is there hasn't been as many opportunities from Flipside. Now we're going to try and equalize on this opportunity here. Violent Panda picks this one up. Cookser has to pinch it high just to take it away from Violent Panda, and Greasy just needs to kill it, give his teammates time to get back. Pashy takes a shot. Marky can't get high enough. It's 2-0 for Mocket.
I told you, this aggression is not going to stop from Mocket. They felt it nice the last time, and here it is. Devo, great pass. Pashy finds the perfect angle. The placement was beautiful on that.
1:37 left to go. Mocket with a 2-0 lead. Looking to take their second game in the series. Cookser, Greasy, able to meet up on that pass. Cookser will pick it up again and put it towards the backboard. Devo watches patiently and just kills it on the ground. Pashy able to play it away from the net. Devo does not get the play off of Greasy. That'll put Violent Panda and Devo in their corner. Devo rotates back, lets Pashy go for the block. Now Devo and Pashy both move out as Violent Panda rotates in behind. Solid rotations, good coordination from Mocket, a big part of what has them up right now in this game. With the tie series, Devo's shot, what a beautiful shot that Greasy is able to save. Flipside, final minute of gameplay. Got their work cut out for them. They're down by 2.
I mean, Cux is all over the field right now, but he's caught in positions where he's trying to make reads off his opponents, and he's not being utilized to set up plays, and that's a bit of an issue for Flipside.
Violent Panda looking to play that one. Now Cookser and Marky needing to get this one away from their box. 38 seconds left. They need to finish it off, and Cookser, he just pushes it through, and it's a 1-goal game.
Cux here, the big plank of wood, just forces this one past Pashy. Oh, what a dunk. The underdunk.
I need this ball to be in the goal, and you're in the way. So I'm just going to push it through you. Thank you, physics. 36 seconds left for Flipside. They can put one more in, we go to overtime. They're up on the offense, a good opportunity. Violent Panda meeting it on the wall, a critical play. Devo tried to take a shot, but did not make contact. And Greasy will try to play it through. The bounce off of Pashy going back towards the goal, and Cookser will send it away. He and Marky moving up together, very tight positioning. Marky able to get it past Violent Panda, an excellent flick, but Devo picked it up before any Flipside player could move in. Now Pashy just playing keep away, just keep it away from the Flipside players. Do not allow them to shoot at the net. They're able to get it into the corner. Violent Panda plays it back. Devo pops it high to keep it away from Greasy Meister. Excellent play. He's going to look to keep it up, but it's not going to happen. What a mind game there. Makadesis takes 2 in a row.
No, you're right. That was a beautiful way to end it. Good smart play from Makadesis. Just, hey, kill this ball, end the game, and not give him another chance. It was very close. If they kept it in the air, they could have actually tied that one up. But Makat, again, did not stop the aggression at all. And, I mean, you look at the scoreboard again, as you just pointed out, is no shots from Greasy or Marky.
What is this, 3 shots total from Flipside? That is a ridiculous way to dominate here from Makat Aces. And dare I say it, they have match point against Flipside Tactics. Not a thing I thought I was going to be saying today about any team versus Flipside Tactics.
Yeah. I mean, this is incredible. Makat Aces is in a really good spot, and I actually don't see them slowing down at this point. Going into game number 2, that was Flipside's chance to counter, come up with a strat that would save them and put them at an advantage, but Makat just did it, and now they're in a really good spot. I mean, Flipside has to be shaking in their boots at this point.
Yeah, and the way that they play, and just the well-roundedness of this Makat team. We were talking about how Devo was the person they needed to shut down. He did no scoring in this game, but assisted both Pashy and Violent Panda on the 2 goals that they were able to pull off, getting 3 shots evenly across the board. The team play is coming out here. We've talked about it all season long, just how good of a team Makat can be and the way that they play together. That sort of stuff really pays off, and right now, they win this one. They go on to the winners' finals.
Yeah, this is incredible, but I mean, at the same time, even if Flipside does end up down in the lowers bracket, I talked to Marky about it, but like, they're used to being in the lowers, and a lot of times they'll just go tear it up and destroy people's dreams. So I wouldn't even be worried if they make it down there, but it's better to be on that winner's side.
No, for sure, that's what they did last season. Able to pull off in the winner's bracket. Pashy puts in an early one here. Things as normal right now as Makat gets first blood again.
There it is, and that's the right start that they need. Just forcing it on the beginning. You know that your opponents are not going to be in the best defensive situation off a kickoff. Why not put a goal in?
You know, one thing we haven't really brought up is just how much Pashy has been a counter to Flipside down through the years. Whatever team Pashy is on is the team that Flipside has trouble dealing with, and that is holding true right now as he is really making it hard for them. 4:37 left to go. Flipside down by 1. And usually that wouldn't be a big deal, but at this point, Makat looking so good. Flipside's got to change things up if they want to be able to move forward. Greasy puts this one onto the backboard, and Violent Panda interrupts, gets it away before Marky or Cookser can come in and finish it off. Now Violent Panda will pass that one down to Pashy. Gets it past 3 players. They have to fall back on the defense quickly, but no pressure from Makat. Will leave it with Cookser. Devo watches, goes for the read, drops it, draws up Cookser, puts him in an awkward position, and he still wins the 50-50. Cookser is a monster.
Well, I mean, that goes without saying, of course, but a bit of a miss from him there is going to have that play die out, and they really have to make sure they're connecting with those passes.
Devo now in the corner. Cookser misses. Greasy's able to pick it up, but Devo looking to finish this one off. That was a brilliant play to put it onto the backboard. Can they finish this one? Draws Cookser and Greasy out. Marky as well. They need to reset. No shots were able to materialize for Makat just yet, but Violent Panda onto the backboard. Greasy interrupts, takes it away from Devo, and now Flipside looking to score. Can't even get it very deep into Makat territory before it's straight back. Midline defense for Makat paying off in dividends at the moment.
I mean, I got to say, Panda's patience so far has been really a bane, I think, to Flipside. He's just letting them give him the ball. Look at this. Every single time, he's just waiting for that ball to be in his possession.
Drops out, Devo with an opportunity, shoots towards the net, blocked away by Cookser. Both he and Greasy were up for that one, and they're able to take it away. 3:10 left to go, still 1-0 in favor of Makat. They wrap it around and are looking to score again. Violent Panda almost had it around the post, but it's still just a 1-goal game. As both Marky and Greasy up on the wall. Interesting defensive positioning there. Pashy sets that one out. Cookser will shoot down the line, and it'll be Violent Panda in the back. Last defender, Makat, Devo. Plays this one away. Marky Duda crosses the field towards Cookser, but he's not able to get it past Pashy. 2 players again on the wall here for Makat. They'll play that one down. Marky puts this one high. Cookser's following this one along. Can he finish it off? He does. The miss on the wall was pivotal.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I was going to point out that they only had one shot before this. Now two. I mean, if you can put it in, go for it. But, like, they are not getting any scoring chance. They've been in their own end for way too long.
Yeah, it was very, very pivotal that they made that goal right there. Devo was not able to get the clear, and Cookser punishes. They have to hold on here. If they do not win this game, they drop to the lower bracket. And Mocket will move on to face Northern Gaming in the finals. Cookser prowling in the midfield, looking for what Marky's going to do. Greasy will be able to put this one up onto the backboard. Violent Panda plays it away. It's 1-1, 2:12 left to go, past halftime here. Both teams with opportunities to win this game. Marky will put it over to the side. Violent Panda will play it through. Two players from Flipside. Marky now wrapping that one around. Pashy will dribble this one on the wall. That was a crazy play. The way he just bounced it off multiple times. It still has them in an opportunity. If Violent Panda can finish this one off, goes for the carry to try and drop it through, but Greasy and Marky let him just kind of peter that one out himself. Knew he'd run out of boost eventually. Devo looking for the opportunity as Cookser gets the hard clear. Pashy has to fall back. It'll be Violent Panda who sets up in goal for Mocket. Pashy doesn't even let him have it. He'll actually take the save himself and put it over to the side. Then play it high. Violent Panda sets up again. Marky and Greasy bump each other. Lucky for them, though, Cookser was right in to take a shot, relieve that pressure. That was an easy moment. The Mocket could have moved up very quickly. 1:18 left on the clock here. Neither team has been able to find the other person's net.
Well, I like what they're doing. Cooks is starting to set up a lot more plays. What a beautiful read there. But he's setting up a lot more plays for his teammates now, and they're getting those shots. And that's the first step. That's the critical step to getting a goal, is first getting the shots.
Greasy Meister able to do it all by himself, get it all the way down the field, and then one touch from Violent Panda puts it onto his backboard once more. Final minute of gameplay in Game 4. Pashy looks to finish it off, but goes wide. It's in the corner. He goes to bump Marky, but does not make contact. Violent Panda, again, able to set that one up, but both Devo and Pashy had fallen back, so no one was there to finish it off. They'll have to set it up one more time. Cookster's touch is very soft. Devo has the opportunity, but Marky read it immediately, puts it away. Violent Panda keeps the pressure on, but Pashy gets that one over the top of Cookster, and Marky will put it over to the side. 30 seconds left here. Any goal would be the go-ahead goal, basically, at this point. If they can't pull it off, we'll go to overtime, and then it's sudden death as Violent Panda tries to set up Devo. Cookser will put it back to the back wall. It's a fortunate bounce there, a flip side bounce. But Devo clears it away immediately. Back and forth. Both teams just kind of playing ping pong at this moment. The long clears, neither one wanting to give the other any chance to shoot at their net. Here it comes, Pashy puts that one high. Cookser with an opportunity, shoots towards the net. It goes off the post, and the inaccuracy again hurts him. We are in overtime.
So close to sniping that top corner there to prevent an overtime and keeping themselves alive in the series, but it gets robbed.
For sure, and oh, Violent Panda dropped it. It goes in! They finish it off, and they drop Flipside to the lower bracket.
You just said it yourself. Look at this Mocket. A little bit of a slow start, but once they found their footing, just went on a tear, taking Flipside out of the upper bracket into the lower side. This is incredible. Who would have thought this?
Not me, not anybody.
At all.
This is, I mean, you know, why do we make predictions? Like, why? Because they never work out. Take your brackets, throw them out, burn them at this point. I don't know. They're not worth anything. They're all wrong. Only 5 shots from Flipside, 3 from Cookser. He had 2 saves and a goal. Did everything he could for this team, but it was not enough as Mocket Aces continue on. They are in your winter finals.
Now do you see why I didn't want to predict this one?
Yeah,
if either one of these teams had the chance, and Mocket, just with that speed, this confidence, once they had their footing, they're like, this is it. We got this. And even in Game 2, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure Mocket's actually going to run away with this one.
Yep.
Flipside had some difficulties figuring out who should be doing what, and they're not utilizing each of them to their best capabilities, really. And that's their problem. So hopefully they'll figure it out coming to the lower side.
Hopefully so. Like you said, Flipside likes to play in that lower bracket. That's what they did last time, and they ended up in the finals. So they're not done yet, but the team that is absolutely not done, Mocket Aces. I hear the Violent Panda has more things to say. Kelly, over to you.
I believe he does have more things to say. And one, you just took out the #1 seeded team in EU. Earlier, you took out the #2 seeded team in North America. Confidence, right? You guys must feel good.
Well, we went in this series like they're the #1. Like if we lose, it's like okay, but if we win, like it's of course good. But yeah, we tried our best and yeah, we did it.
You've played so many games today though, and gone to overtime so many times. Aren't you guys exhausted? Do you feel like your play style?
Yeah, of course, we're totally broken.
Well, what kind of preparation did you guys do to fight against Flipside? Who were you most scared of going up against them? Who did you feel like you had to focus, make sure that they did not score any goals?
Well, they're really good at passing. They don't do backboard plays. They're really good at passing in the midfield. So we tried to shut that down and just go for the midway like clears against them, and that really worked.
So you're going up against Northern Gaming. How do you feel about that?
Well, yeah, they're good friends of us, and like we can get along. So it's gonna be a fun game.
All right, fun game. Are you guys excited for that fun game tomorrow? But before we get into the winners finals, guys, we have to go through the lower bracket. Let's see what our analysts think about that.
Thank you, Kelly. What a match there. I can't believe it. Flipside Tactics knockout by Market Aces. And to think that Market Aces was down 0-2 to Orbit. And not only that, there was a point where Orbit was 14 seconds away from advancing to play against Flipside Tactics, and Market Aces bringing it back. Just a complete surprise.
And that's why every goal matters so much here. Every single game matters. And Market, yeah, they were literally 1 second away from being in the lower rounds going up next, but now they're in the upper bracket finals, top 3 guaranteed.
Let's take a look at the Mobile One high performance replay from that matchup between Market Aces and Flipside Tactics.
And be careful what you wish for Marky Duda. He said he wanted to play Market Aces because he thought they would do better against them than Orbit, and that just didn't happen except for game 1.
I mean, Devo with a hat trick in game 2, the power and control he was able to, I mean, right there alone, able to get around that ball in time to put it outside of the goalie's reach and be able to put that on target was just such a strong suit.
And plus, Devo was playing like defensively a lot too. Like all 3 of those goals were started in his own half as well. So Flipside was just getting countered by Market a lot. Like Flipside would try really hard and bring all 3 up for a goal, and then Devo would come in and just finish them. And Pashy again, this is a redemption story for him. He did terrible at the last land. He's been performing great here. And again, Violent Panda with another overtime winner for them, just coming up clutch to win both series now in overtime.
I mean, and just being able to deal with that pressure. I mean, catching that angle so perfectly on the post, really difficult to do, especially with the underside of his car. Not a lot of power. He was still able to get just enough to put it on the target. But to deal with that under pressure is one of the most phenomenal things that I've seen Market pull out today. Like, not only are they playing well, but the fact that they're playing so well with everything on their shoulders. Like you said, they were so close to being knocked out so many times. He said they're broken. They have the rest of the day off, so they have some time to relax.
They'll sleep well.
But they are broken men right now, and hopefully they'll come back fixed tomorrow.
Of course, it'll be Market Aces versus Northern Gaming in the winners finals tomorrow. That will be a best of 7, so there's that to look forward to. But first, it's time to say goodbye to our first team out of the grand finals, as the next 2 matches will be from the lower bracket. First up is going to be NRG versus Genesis. That's going to be coming up next year. Watching the Rocket League Championship Series, the grand finals. Who is the best Rocket League team in the world? We'll find that out tomorrow, but we have to say goodbye to one, and that's coming up.